going on, Meta fam? And we got a little bit to talk about here in today's video. No real big, huge changes out there. So we took the weekend off, had time with family and friends. And now we're back here to go over a couple things for today's video. Hope you all enjoy. Hollywood Henry has a post out here I wanted to highlight. And I retweeted this and tagged Nextbridge MMTLP. I said, hey, Finra, SEC, please do your job and protect retail. Here is Hollywood Henry's post. It's an outrage that 75 days have passed and we're still left in limbo with no clear answers from SEC or Finra. It's clear that retail investors have been defrauded on a massive scale, and it's unacceptable that these organizations are avoiding our questions and failing to provide information. Do you want to see us in person? This definitely reminds me of going back to Occupy SEC 2023. We were all down there in DC at the SEC, and it was a beautiful event. Here you can see this here. Hashtag Finra fraud. We got the MMTLP logo, making markets transparent, legitimate, and principled. Reinstate the last 2 days of trading. Shorts must cover. We know, you know, that we know. So thank you, Hollywood Henry, for sharing that. I also wanted to touch base on this post here from Adrian, and he also here has shared MetaFam. Here's a letter from AST to Fidelity and why the transfer of shares from AST to Fidelity was rejected. Go here and look. Here you can see company, Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. Dear Sir, Madam, we received your transfer request regarding the above reference account. We cannot transfer the shares for the following regions. And it says, number 1, letter of instruction transfer from. So Nextbridge Hydrocarbons is not DRS or DWAC eligible. Someone here said, could the bus be full? I don't think this broker bus can ever be full. We got Rosa here. It says Nextbridge is not publicly traded, so it's not eligible for DTC, so it's not eligible for DTC programs such as DWAC, so it cannot be held in DTC participants. AST is essentially serving as the broker, and they are not in the DTC sphere. They aren't compatible. In my opinion, this is not really newsworthy. We knew it was not DTC. My interpretation, Tony Market Move says, my interpretation, transferring from broker to AST should be okay. Transferring from AST to broker, not possible because NBH cannot be transferred via DTCC mechanics. To me, this means it's essentially one-way transfer only from the broker to AST where it stays. That totally makes sense to me. And we got Adapt and Be Left Behind says, yes, one way. Now, I also wanted to highlight this post here from Radio Drew on Twitter at Free Commercials. He has a beautiful post out here of questions here. Questions to ask FINRA, SEC, brokers, and DTC and DTCC. Let's give it a shot and let them know we're not going anywhere. So here's the post. We're going to highlight this here, and we're going to go down this here. I'm going to deactivate the camera. We're going to zoom in on Drew's post here, and we're going to cover this here. Question for brokers, FINRA, SEC, and DTC. Please do greet and ask the person you are speaking to is how they're doing today. We want to be polite. Be sure to jot down names or employee numbers, and if possible, request to speak to a supervisor that would have more detailed knowledge about the recent situation surrounding the security that formerly traded under the symbol MMTLP. I'm just calling just to ask a few questions about the security that formerly traded under ticker symbol MMTLP. Mr. Cromwell Coulson, the CEO of OTC Markets Group, has recently made public statements on Twitter openly stating that there are still short positions that exist in MMTLP. Shorts cannot exist in a private company. So I would like to ask if you are aware of a potential market emerging in the near future where the shorts will be able to cover and I will be able to liquidate my long positions in the security if I choose to. If not, how will the shorts that Mr. Cromwell admitted existed to be reconciled? Who created and assigned these different placeholder identifier numbers? Why are these placeholder identifier numbers being grouped across brokerages that have no affiliation to one another? Why is DTC still holding my shares? When will Nextbridge Hydrocarbons be made aware of who their shareholders are? When a security becomes available for purchase to the public, the issuing company raises capital through IPO. Since Nextbridge Hydrocarbons and METATERRY have repeatedly stated that they do not authorize this security to trade, where did the money that I spent to purchase it go? It is clear this situation is not yet resolved. Would you please tell me what the process of the resolution is and where we are in the process? Where are we in the process as a whole? Are you aware of what estimated timeline is for this process of resolution? Again, we want to be polite. Thank the people for their time. Wish them well. Let them know that we are actively watching and awaiting the resolution. So this is a great piece here. I retweeted this here on my Twitter, so you can get it off my page. But go follow Radio Drew here at Free Commercials on Twitter. You can get this post directly from his website, his Twitter page. And like I said, guys, we definitely want to be polite. You don't want to get on there and argue with the people. They're not going to want to cooperate with you. Be polite. You know, you got to be kind to these people. You know, it's the people you're talking to, they're not the one that's the problem. It's the people in the back end, the ones that you don't see, the ones you don't hear from. Those are the ones that are generally the problem. Now, I did want to go touch base real quick on a little bit actually of METATERRY. METATERRY actually has been posting a lot of stuff here recently, and I wanted to highlight this. So they actually have now the full interview of Rob Stone's presentation last week of the International Investment Forum. You can watch it here. Maybe we'll come back and do a video on Rob Stone's presentation there. But here they also got, they're proud to be at the auto show in Canada, Toronto, as part of Project Aero, the first zero-emission concept vehicle and largest commercial vehicle collaboration in Canada automotive history. And here is a picture of the car. Pretty awesome looking if you ask me. I mean, look at that thing, man. That thing looks clean, sleek, stylish, and we're a part of that, man. That's pretty cool, actually. That is very cool. They got other pictures here as well. Look at that thing, man. Project Aero. And where are we at? There we are, right there hiding, guys, right here. Boom. We're on the list, a part of that car right there, Meta. So I believe that is all I got for you, man. There's really, unfortunately, not too much going on right now. So trying to come up with stuff to give to you guys. We may have to start talking about metamaterials more unless stuff breaks out of MMTLP. Unfortunately, just not seeing anything out there. If you guys have anything interesting that you've got from your brokerages, please feel free to email me at terryz24@aol.com. After I still use that old email for my YouTube here. So, oh yeah, please, if you see anyone commenting in the videos on WhatsApp and you got anyone here on Twitter pretending to be me, asking you for, you know, WhatsApp or any kind of crypto or asking for any kind of money, that is not me. I have my stuff in the pinned comments of my videos that you can support the channel through those means. I'll never be direct asking you like through that. And if you think you're talking to me here on Twitter, make sure you're definitely at the right one, at TERRYZ247. There's a couple out there, they're spelling Terry different. So please be careful when you're out there. Don't fall for the scams. This falls for any other YouTuber that you're following. Trust me, none of us here that cover MMTLP metamaterial is going to be out there messaging you, asking you to do Bitcoin, Ethereum, WhatsApp, any of that stuff. We're not going to be doing that. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash thumbs up, drop me a comment down below. Catch you all next video, guys. Peace.